Hi, and welcome back to Trifecta Pilates. My name is Beth. In today's Pilates workout, we're going to be utilizing a chair and a Pilates Magic Circle. This is part of a sequence where it's phase 2 of the exercise. If you want to move with phase 1, the standing portion, you can click on the link above and then come back and do this chair workout. And phase 3 is purely on the mat. However, if you're just looking for a brief workout utilizing the Magic Circle and a chair, this is the perfect workout for you. Let's go ahead and get started. Ring right above the inner thighs and be to the very front edge of your chair. So your sits bones are on the chair, but you're not lounging and hanging back, right? This is Pilates. You're going to squeeze gently in and up on your chair the entire time. Press down evenly with your feet, just like when we were standing. And exhale, squeeze in and up on your magic circle and release. So what I mean by squeeze in, I think that's obvious, but what I mean by up is you're trying to feel like the ring's ascending into your center. Breathing out, breathing in. So again, it's never just how much can we push that ring in. Trying to find engagement through inner thighs and not necessarily through the hips. So that's why sometimes doing this on a chair is so great. Let's the hips release. 2 more times, 2. Now maintain the squeeze in on your ring, and I want you to activate your arms. Press in with the palms of your hand on your chair. Keep squeezing in on your ring. Exhale, abs pull in deeper as one leg goes to a straighter position. Foot replaces. Opposite leg, foot replaces. So depending upon your body, the leg may go all the way straight. Maybe it just lifts a little bit. Doesn't matter. Just try to alternate from one side to the other, maintaining the squeeze in on your ring, maintaining the squeeze in with your hands. One more time each side. And after you're even, keep both feet down. Take hold of your ring with your hands and feel that residual work from the inner thigh. Should feel nice. Press down evenly through with your feet, back to spine. Press down evenly with your feet and press in on your ring now with the palms of your hands and release. Find that press and release. Breathing out and in. So we're practicing our ideal sitting position now. Sitting right up over the sits bones. 2 more times with this press and now maintain the press. So we'll pulse as we press in. 2, 3, 4, 5, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the ring open. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, round your spine forward. Ring reaches to the toes. Rolling back up through your spine. So as you roll it around forward, keeping arms pretty, I would say, non-moving. What's moving the arms is the spinal motion. So the spine bends and rounds, and that's the only reason why the arms reach to the floor. Allow yourself to stay upright now. I'm going to take the ring handle right on the ribs. Give the ring a gentle hug with the hands. Lift up nice and tall, and we're not going to bend quite as far forward. Press gently in on the ring and bend your upper middle spine forward, pull the abs against the low spine. And then sit up nice and tall. As you're doing this, press the feet firmly down into the floor. We're going to add on, make it more for the abs. So stay around. Curl and roll yourself back. The upper back may tap the chair and then roll yourself back up again. Curling and rolling back and rolling forward. Feel the abs engaged to take you back and forward. Now, if you're not going all the way back to your chair back, that's perfectly fine. You do a variation where the feet stay down. That's more important to me. One last time. Very nice. Now stack the spine up sitting tall. Take hold of the handles again, and the ring goes back behind the head, just like in that standing workout. Let the head be nice and heavy in your ring. Maintain natural curves of your spine as you pivot your shape back. Come right back up again. And once again, I want your feet to stay heavy and rooted down into the floor. So in order to do that, maybe you don't go back as far. This is a much different experience for the abs than when our spine was round. 2 more times for 2. And 1 last time for 1. Very nice. Stay upright. Reach your arms to the ceiling. And I'm going to take my thumbs on the inside of the ring. I want you to pull out with your thumbs as you side bend over, coming right back up. Side bend, second side, and up. Continue. I'm just going to spin so you can see me. We bend over to one side, come right back up again. Bend to second side, and up. And as you continue one side to the other, keeping your feet grounded. 1 more time each side. Very nice. Upright. Bring the ring in front of you, thumbs on the same side as the fingers. Gently pressing on the ring as you rotate. Come right back up, open the ring. Press in, rotate. Open the ring center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel the back of the shoulders stay nice and engaged so the front of the shoulders are not starting to roll and around forward. Now you can keep it with this rotation or stay rotated. Pivot back, come up and center. Rotate, pivot back and up and center. You may tap the back of your chair with one shoulder blade, or you may not. Again, what's more important? Feet stay down on the floor. So keep remembering that. Now add variation. Stay rotated back. We're going to pass through center, rotate to the second side, come up and center. Reverse, rotate, go back, rolling through, and up to center. As you continue one side to the other, your back is super light on that chair. It's like it's glass and you don't want to break it. It's that smooth, gentle roll one side to the other. 1 more time, each side. Very nice. Stay centered. Take the ring back behind the base of the skull. Again, the ring's going to support the head. Exhale, curl and roll back this time, just until your back is gently against the chair. But again, we're not lounging. We want to keep in control right through here. Exhale, pull one thigh up and towards you. Replace. Pull second thigh. Replace. Breath out and in. And the back of your body is light, light, light against the chair. Maybe it's just hovering. Maybe it's not even touching. Now keep leg lifted. Extend the leg. Reach it forward parallel to the floor. Come up. Reach it parallel to the floor and up. A little leg work, yes. 2 more times. Still staying light against the chair. Head supported by the ring. Keep the leg lifted, bend the knee, replace the foot. We switch it, lift the thigh, extend, parallel, pull up, parallel, pull up. Find that breath in and out. Feel the support from the ring. 2. Keep the leg lifted this next time. Bend the knee, replace the foot, roll and curl into yourself. Sit up nice and tall. Keeping the ring right where it is, behind the skull. Exhale, bend spine forward, rounding through. Inhale, natural curves at an angle to the floor. And then roll and round yourself back up. Seated tall. Breathing out. Breathing in as spine goes natural curves. Getting upper back to work, middle back, not low. roll yourself up. We want that upper middle back so strong. Now let's pause here, add variation. You can either pause here or reach arms forward away from the head, replace the ring back behind the head, rolling up. So we just added a little reach with the arms. That's going to make your back of your shoulders work. Extend the spine, reach and extend the arms, and it should make your upper middle back work more, not the low back. That's really important. So we keep the abs pulling in, so low back is not taking over. And one last time through. Rolling up for the very last time. Take a breath here, inhale, and exhale, and release that ring. So just notice how you're feeling right now in your upper and middle back, if maybe you have a greater sense of awareness of where your ideal seated posture is. This is the value of doing chair work sometimes at home. And some of these exercises really replicate what we do in the Pilates studio. So this is a way to bring the Pilates studio into your very own house. I really hope that you enjoyed this workout. This workout done alone is perfect just to incorporate more movement into your day. If you wanted a longer workout, however, remember there's phase 1 of the workout where you can do the standing portion before the seated portion. And there's also phase 3 where we take the Pilates ring to the mat. No matter what workout you choose or length of workout you choose, whenever you come to the mat, I hope that you feel so much better after your Pilates class. And let me know how you feel after this chair workout utilizing the Pilates ring. Something different that we haven't done much on this channel, so I'd love to know your comments and feedback. I hope that you have a beautiful day and can join me on the mat soon.